Okay, I'm gonna do a quick video on how to program a smart sprinkler controller. It's for the B-hyve app, for the B-hyve Smart Sprinkler Controller. This time I'm going to do just a simple basic program and not do right now the smart zones that are set up are 1, 2, and 8. So I can't set up those ones, but I can set up other zones. Well, I can set them up, but it's a bad idea to set up smart watering and a standard program because you can wind up watering way too much, and you don't want to do that. So I'm going to call this not smart because these are ones that you dictate exactly what you want it to run. I think that 6 a.m. No, actually, let's go with 4 a.m. for this one. Mouse is not working. I'm going to use my finger. Sorry, guys. Okay. Confirm. Okay. I've already got that timer added, but modify zones. I'm going to add. Come on, there we go. So you add this is how you add the zones individually. You set it for 22 minutes. And then this one we'll set it as if that would be like it was spray heads. This would be like if it's rotary heads. I'm going to set it for 105 minutes because actually not 105, an hour and 5, which would be 65 minutes. And then we'll set this up for part circle rotors, which will be more like 25 minutes. And then we'll set up a full circle rotors. This gives you an idea of all the different times you may want to be able to run them. So full circle rotors is typically twice as long, or roughly twice as long, as part circle rotors. And then so we'll set up a drip station. Now I'm going to go with a drip zone that has got very small very small holes in the drip line, so it takes a really long time for it to water, but it's only going to water. We'll set this up so it's only going to water, say, twice a week. Actually, no, it's going to be 3 times a week. So let me fix that because that's going to be too much. Let's put it back. If it will cooperate, there, we'll just give it an hour. And then we can adjust the time based upon what the needs are for the individual plants. Okay, we're done with that section. Those are the zones that have been added. You don't want to add, again, anything that's already on smart time or smart control, or it's going to cause other problems. Now, I already have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday set for the smart controller, so I'm going to do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday for the non-smart controller, because that way I will know that they will never cross over. Now, this controller is not set to be able to run simultaneously. It will stack, but that will also mean that sometimes the runtime for the programs that have to be set will be extended, and I don't want it to run past a specific time. So it'd just be easier to start it at an earlier hour, or not earlier hour, to start it on different days, and then you make sure that the water window is long enough. You can set up, even days, odd days, and interval, this is often nice to use interval, where you can set it up every 2, 3, or 4 days, so you know that you're only going to be putting down water every so often. But it is standard practice in my area to use weekdays because you know when that schedule is going to run. The start and end date. Now, I'm not going to set those, but you can set it to, if you want to set each year, you can set this to say April and this to be October, and then it'll allow the program to run all season and then shut down. Or you could just set up a summer program. Now, this is where you can get in a lot of trouble if you start setting them to start and end at specific times. You may not know that it has ended because, I mean, it'll be, 4, 5, 6 months from the time that you set the control to run, and you don't realize that this is the one reason that it's not running. So I try not to touch that. It is a nice feature for, specific things. And then the best way to adjust a setup like this when you have a standard where you're running, say, like 3 days a week, is either you add or remove a day, which is an option. You can add or remove a day if you're early or late in the season, or you can come in and say, I'm going to adjust my percentage down to say 50% because of the time of year, and then you can just adjust it back up. It won't let me touch. There we go. You can adjust back up, and actually, as you see up on the upper right hand corner, it shows you the percentage of the minutes. So it doesn't show you the actual minutes it's going to run, but that it's not going to run the full time. So that's a really nice feature for quick updates or quick changes. And then we are done with that one. Go back. And now, as long as this is ticked on right here, this program will run. So now I've got these zones set up as smart and these ones set up as non-smart. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.